Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay, I've decided that I'm not going to go too in depth with this Kenichi review. History's strongest disciple, Kenichi. And chair pisses me off. Anyway. There we go. Much better. Much better. Okay. Like I said before, I'm not going to go in depth with this Kenichi review. And you guys are probably wondering why I am not going in depth with this Kenichi review. Well, that's because, number one, this chapter, it felt too similar to Fairy Tail. Cue the music in the background saying, huh? What I mean, in Fairy Tail, the review I did, we had everybody closed off, and they had all their own one-on-one fights, which was more or less being, to some extent, a setup chapter. Read Kenichi 499, pretty much the same thing. The only difference is they weren't closed off. It wasn't like there was like a earthquake, like they're underground and they were separated. What ends up happening was, beginning part, they're having a hard time, Miyu's with, and we're getting a lot of bullshit happenings, and Miyu and Kenichi are going to go on this merry-go-round and having a good time until, I think this was, yeah, like about page 10, page 11, everything goes quiet. Like everything. Everything goes quiet. Nothing really transpires. And the name of this chapter was obviously The Ones Who Stand in the Shadows of the Arts. $499. Now, like I said, this was really just a setup chapter. This was just, Yomi showed up. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a beef with this chapter. My beef is who's fighting who? Like, why is Hermit fighting Siegfried? Sig. Why is he fighting him? Odin is fighting Freya. Like, the only matchup that was right on the money was Miyu's fighting Atlantis, and Takeda is fighting Lou. That makes perfect sense. They fought before. They have a rivalry going on. And the other two, the Yomi Castor, she's fighting Reina. And I believe Kisara. Kisara's fighting a little girl, fighter. And that's basically what's going down here. Now, and Kenichi is fighting Berserker. And I'm like, I knew from, right, first talking Kenichi, with Ragnarok and everything, he fought Berserker to an extent. But it wasn't like, Kenichi should be fighting rather Odin or Hermit, not Berserker. That seems like, But yeah, so he's up against Berserker, and just as Berserker. Then we see a Hermit on top of this merry-go-round thing over Siegfried. And Freya's walking around, and she says people have all left. And then we hear someone say above Freya, and we see Odin in a wheelchair. And here's another thing I'm wondering. How the fuck is Odin gonna fight? He's in a wheelchair. That's one thing that disturbs me. I'm guessing he's gonna get out of the wheelchair. So. And the thing is, Kenichi's fought Berserker before. He's fought Odin before. He's fought Hermit before. I would think that the author of Kenichi would have Kenichi fight somebody he's never fought before. So yeah. And you know, like I said, Freya's gonna fight Odin. That's a real mismatch. I don't understand what that's about. What's her face? Is going to fight, like I said, Castor, and I apologize if I don't remember their names. Those two characters is gonna fight. I forgot her name. I apologize. You know, well, anyway, she's gonna fight her, and Kisara with Shiratori, which is kind of weird. I mean, she's gonna fight the little girl who will always go to the Shinpaku Alliance all the time, which I find very weird because it's like, is it just gonna be Kisara fighting her? Very, very, very intriguing situation there. And then obviously, like I said, we have this matchup makes sense. Takeda against Lou, which is very quick. I mean, Takeda fought him like 2 or 3 chapters ago. And I was gonna fight him again? That had me floored. Like, against Miyu, and Miyu against this mysterious person wearing a bear suit, but we know who's in the bear suit. It's Atlantis. I mean, come on. Remy. And, you know, she's like saying, the costume next to him really bothers me. Me too, actually. And you make I think Lou tells her, you make even me look stupid when you wear that. And then she unzippers it, and here comes Remy coming out of the woodwork, attacking Miyu. And then says on the side, and then on the end of the chapter, on the side we have, next time it's Kenichi's festival since the manga reached its 500th chapter, magazine and chapter cover in color, a total of 23 pages. Look out the color preview on page 145 too. And Remy saying plushies are good to calm down, right? Let's go Furinji. And it says Atlanta. And this continues in issue 52. And that's pretty much what happened. Now, I wasn't going to really review this chapter because I'm like, it was just a setup chapter. Them going, and here's the thing that pisses me off. Why is Kenichi fighting Berserker? Shouldn't he be fighting Hermit or Odin? I mean, Berserker is tough and shit, and it seems like, but I just question it. Why is he fighting Berserker? And here's the thing. Ayato, in last week's chapter, he knew something was going to go down. So, you got to figure that, yeah. Ayato's like, something's going on here. But, like I said, the only setup fights for Kenichi that make sense, Takeda against Lou, Atlantis against Miyu. The other 2 girls against, Kisara and, I forgot her name. I apologize. Kisame's daughter. That's all right. That's fine. But the thing that disturbs me is, why is Freya fighting Odin? Why is Siegfried fighting a hermit? Shouldn't Odin be fighting with Kenichi? Or hermit even? Because why is Kenichi fighting berserker? It bothers me. It kind of bothers me to an extent that this is the way it's set up. Now, as far as next week is concerned, oh man, God knows how it's going to go down. This chapter, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. It was good. The setup seemed very odd to me. I don't know why berserker. Why him? Why doesn't Kenichi go up against Hermit or Odin? Wouldn't that make more sense? Instead, Freya's fighting Odin, which I don't understand, because it seems odd. You know? It seems very odd to me. But it should be interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to see if Takeda can pull off a victory there, man. He's going up against Lou again. I mean, if anyone in these fights has a short straw, it's Takeda. Takeda's got a real short straw here. You just fought this guy like 2 or 3 chapters ago, and now you had to fight him again. It's like, oh, come on. Give me a break, man. You know? Other thing to look out for next week would probably be Miyu. Because if she's pushed hard enough, and especially if Kenichi starts struggling against... I don't think Kenichi... He might struggle against Berserker. We haven't really seen anything from Berserker since I've seen him. So, we'll have to wait and see. But so far, I like sort of like half the setups, fights, but some of them are just like, you know, what? Yeah. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. And we'll see what happens next week. So, this has been Bonkai 922. See you guys later. I'm wondering if Ayato or the other masters will get involved. But I doubt it. I think they might. They might show up. And then maybe the Sacred Fist might show up as well. We'll see. And we'll see how this goes. So, pretty good setup chapter, like I said. A few of the set, like I said, you know, yeah. So, Bonkai 922. I will see you guys